30 to two different teachers, and in addition another 30 to two schools, and we're on fire. This is basically the hottest award show happening today on Instagram Live, and we're very happy with the results so far. It's been very, very cool. And shout out to everybody that's been in here, that's been vocal in the chats. It's making these teachers feel good about themselves, because they should. Just a little history one more time. In 2017, I worked with, in collaboration with my nonprofit Social Works, to create new programmatic lesson plans and classes for different schools that were in underserved communities. And in that time, I got to work hand in hand personally with some of, in my opinion, the greatest teachers and principals in the country here in our Chicago public school system. And during that time, I found out two things. One, that teachers are truly the only real celebrities, the only true, people that will stick with us for the rest of our lives. They teach us some of the most important lessons in life. And two, that they are criminally and grossly underpaid. And for the mere fact that we're a 501c3 nonprofit, not able to give money that directly benefits teachers, but luckily our good partners at General Mills can, and they did. And so in January of this year, when they approached us and talked about doing a full big live production of this Twilight Awards that I've been dreaming of for the past 3 years, I was super excited. But what really stuck with me was after this pandemic started and a lot of projects started shutting down, instead of them backing out and say, hey, we'll talk about it next year when things get back to normal, they said, let's do it live. So one big round of applause, if we can, for General Mills and Box Tops for Education, mainly for Box Tops for Education, but also would like to say, hey, this is not an endorsement, this is not a paid advertisement. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. If you guys can, bring back French Toast Crunch, that would be cool too. You don't have to. But I would love it if you did. So we still got a few more checks and a few more amazing teachers to honor before today's episode ends. And remember that we'll be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Same suit, different color hat, and we're gonna be broadening this out to celebrating teachers all around the country. So maybe even one of your teachers might get brought up. Who knows? Shout out also to my cousin Chad. Chad, what up? So without further ado, I think it's time that we get on to our next teachers. What do you guys say? My dad is also in here. Dad, what up? FaceTime me. Reese, if you're with Zion, take away his phone. So our next teacher is an awesome teacher at a school. I don't have the school in here. Oh, is an awesome teacher at Fuller Elementary, and he is he's a music teacher. Oh, that's awesome. I want you guys from home to make a warm round of applause. I'm not bringing him on yet. Oh, shout out Yellow Beezy. I might add you after I add this teacher so that you could tell me a great teacher story. Shout out to Yellow Beezy and Texas. We just got back from we're at an award show. Remember, we're at an award show. So I want to make a warm round of applause, first of all, for an amazing teacher by the name of Demetrius Hurd. Make some noise. Yes. Demetrius Hurd is a music teacher at Fuller Elementary, Fuller School of Excellence. And just a little bit about Mr. Hurd. Demetrius is in his 5th year as a music teacher at Fuller School of Excellence. He sets the bar high for students and thrills in watching them soar past it, including some of the most reluctant students. He produces songs with his students and posts them on his YouTube channel, which he has also been using during the pandemic to deliver remote learning classes. He never stops looking for ways to ignite the passion in students for music, and often collaborates with other musicians and past mentors to show students how to further boost their creativity. Under Demetrius's direction, the school has won multiple Battle of the Bands competitions, and he has worked with the students to produce real songs for their school album. Amazing. Shout out to my wife. I love her. She's here. You don't need to see her, but I do. What was I about to say? She thought she frazzled now. I think without further ado, we could introduce the amazing everybody. I want you guys to make a loud round of applause, even if your youngest daughter is sleeping. I want you guys to make some noise for Mr. Demetrius Hurd. Woo! Mr. Hurd.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, my man? How are you?
What's going on, bro?
Everything is great. Everything is good. I'm checking in from Chicago. I'm guessing you're doing the same.
I'm checking in from Chicago, more specifically Bronzeville.
Okay, Brownsville, make some noise. My brother used to go to one of the urban preps over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got kicked out and had to go to a different one, but that's a different story. I think this is the proper place. Now it looks like we're on a regular double live. So, Mr. Hurd, I've heard a little bit about you. I know, for one, that you're a music teacher and that you like to engage your students in cool ways. How does music? How would you say music helps you to interact and engage with the kids?
Wow. Well, I mean, as you know, as a musician, music is a language. You know, it's something that speaks to the hearts of the people. And it's something that encompasses reading, math, science, everything is involved in music. So I think it's a great way to not only teach kids like those fundamental skills that they need, but it also teaches them how to be people, teaches them how to collaborate, teaches them how to create, teaches them how to work through the process and appreciate the process. So, that's what we've been doing at Fuller. We've just been appreciating the process of creating and seeing that finished product. And, to the kids, that's really all that matters to them, seeing that finished product and seeing all that hard work come to life on stage and on the screen or whatever we do.
Yeah, I would say my favorite class that I can remember when I was in high school was band class with Mr. Menzies at Jones College Prep. Shout out Mr. Menzies. I don't know if you know how to use Instagram, but if you do and you in here, what up? But music was it was always my favorite class, and one of the few things that I really, could see myself getting into, even though I'm on a different side. I'm not on the instrumental side, but just like you said, it's totally a language, and I could definitely see how that would connect with the kids. I also heard on a deeper level than just, like I said, like I was learning. I took a different instrument every year. I was doing like snares and tenor sax and viola, but I heard that you're like actually producing new music, like with your students, like helping them make their own songs and stuff.
Yeah.
I heard you guys even had like a music video or like a project that went up to YouTube, if I'm correct.
Yeah. So every year at the end of the year, we do a final project with each class, each middle school class. I have them collaborate to create an original song with a positive message, an inspirational message. They collaborate to not only create the beat, the ostinatos and all the things that go with it. They create original lyrics from chorus to bridge to verse. They put it all together. We use GarageBand. And the crazy thing about it is I've actually been using, for the past 4 years, I've been using one iPad to create songs. And each year I have 6 to 8 classes that we create an original song, and then we create the music video to go with it. So I've been using one iPad for 4 years. So, I mean, you can imagine the amount of material that's on that one iPad. Wow. But we create the song together as a class, and then after that, for the last 5 weeks, we shoot a music video to go with it. And then we edit it and we put it together, and then we have the finished product, and we present it to the whole school at the end of the year. But it's real cool to see, some kids who really don't even really like talk a lot or really even participate a lot, but this is their opportunity, and you can I wish you can hear some of the lyrics that they create and some of the stories that they tell.
I would love to.
It's mind blowing. So yeah, that's what we do, and it's on my YouTube channel from 2017. We've been doing this since 2017, so we got a lot on there. So
Wow.
yeah, the kids have been doing some amazing work.
That's awesome, man. That's so cool. And what really like just hit me, what you were just saying about like some of the kids that are like, you know, reluctant to do band class or to be in a setting where they have to, you know, create for themselves and really be themselves. The fact that you're like breaking that shell and like bringing them out of there is like, that's amazing work, man. And
absolutely, Chicago, we got some talent, right?
For real though. I on top of just you know making original music and music videos with the kids, I heard that you also led them to win several Battle of the Bands competitions.
Yeah, so the network that I work in, we host every year a Battle of the Choirs competition. Like 20 schools compete, and for the past 4 years, my choir has won. So this year, we were actually really looking forward to. We were practicing, and we were getting ready for the 5th straight. We were about to hold up our 5s.
Yeah.
But, you know how things are a little bit different right now, but we're excited to get started again next year. The kids are really talented, and they eat it up. You know, they want to perform, they want to make their performance better, and they want to evaluate the performance. They want to watch video and see how they can make it better. So, you know, fortunately for me, I've instilled in them the sort of drive to want to be better performers and to be better musicians. So that drive helps them to become better. So they sort of take on the work themselves. So yeah, we won 4 years in a row. They've done some amazing work.
That's so awesome,
Next year
man.
we can go for 5.
Yeah, man. Bring us that 5th ring, yo.
Yes,
And you know, you brought up the pandemic. How is like I read that you've been doing remote learning from like via YouTube for your kids. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so most of my students subscribe to the YouTube channel just because that's our way of sort of keeping all of our creative projects in one space. So I've just been using that to deliver remote learning instruction. Like they log on and they see the lesson that I have for them for the week. Also, I've actually put a performance of myself and my stepdaughter's performance so they can see, you know, that, hey, I'm at home making music with my family too. So I encourage them to also send me videos of them performing, little clips of them performing songs. And it's been really cool to see that even though they're at home, they're still making music. That's
what it is, man. Let me just say this real quick before we get into the super fun part. I am personally, you know, I know we're at the awards, we're at the Twilight Awards right now, but me personally, extremely grateful that you are a teacher. We need more black males in the position of teaching at schools, especially in public schools. We need it. I have very few black male teachers. Luckily, I got a strong male presence in my home. I grew up with my dad, but outside of my home space, there weren't too many like strong black male figures, and I very well remember the 3 that I had throughout my entire academic career, and it makes a world of difference. And I commend you for your career path, but also the fact that you stayed at it even through a damn global pandemic. And I just want to say, first off, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being a teacher. We appreciate you being on this live, and we appreciate the immense honor of presenting you, Mr. Hurd, with $15,000. Everybody make some noise for Mr. Hurd from the house. Get loud. Make him feel it, yo.
Hey, man. I mean, you know how much this just the recognition means to us. I'm speaking on behalf of educators out there, you know, who don't get this sort of opportunity in this platform, you know, that like, guys, look, you are doing superhero work.
Yes.
And the recognition though it may not come always, this opportunity and this broadcast should just let you know that you are valued and we are valued. And if this doesn't do anything for me, this is going to make me go even harder for my kids, because now they can see that, look, if Mr. Hurd can do it, I can do it, because I was once them. I'm a CPS kid, K through 12.
Yeah.
So, I know how important it is to have a positive teacher influence on your life. And if this doesn't do anything, plant a seed in my students to let them know that, hey, you can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. So
Amen,
thank you, Chance.
man.
I appreciate it, man. 79th to 79th, man.
Okay. We got somebody from the 9 on here.
79.
That's how you know we keeping it real, yo. That's how you know. And as a matter of fact, I almost forgot, we also got another $15,000 going straight to Fuller School of Excellence. Make some noise out there, yo! Come on, where's my track? There we go. You can stop the applause now.